counting number? Just call it out.
No, I don't want to be wrong.
Huh?
Never mind.
Just give me a number.
No.
What's your favorite number?
I don't have a favorite number.
You don't have a favorite number?
No, it's just a number.
Just number, okay. Angel, you got a number?
2.
2. Is 2, can we count up to 2? What's another number we can count up to? 4. Give me another one.
13.
13. That's one of my favorite numbers. Adrian, what's a number you count up to? 6. Love it. That means all of these are numbers you can count to. So it's natural for us to just count numbers, correct? Some of this other mess doesn't sound lovely, natural. Now, what I want you to do next, I want you to think of a hole. What shape is your hole? Well, if you were to draw a hole on your paper, what would you draw?
A circle.
A circle, right? Most of us, that's what we draw for a hole. What number does that look like? Okay, so when we are classifying, that's just a very fancy way of saying we're putting numbers in a specific place. So when we classify these numbers, 0 is the only one that's a whole number because it's the only one that looks like a hole. Will that help you? Every other number that doesn't have a decimal, it doesn't have a fraction, that's positive, we count with. So it's natural for us to count. That's why they're natural numbers. Any questions up to here? The more y'all talk to me, the faster this goes, just to fair warn you. All right, so anybody know what an integer is? It's a what?
A negative number.
It's a negative number. So I like to think of these as I count backwards. These are numbers I use to count backwards with. So if I go 3, count backwards with me. 2, 1, keep going.
0.
Then what?
Negative 1.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're good. So 0 is kind of like Switzerland. It's neither positive nor negative. It's a completely neutral number. It's like a gatekeeper. That's how I used to explain it. All right, so if I'm at 0, what's my next number down?
Negative 1.
-1. How many of you have ever lived outside of Texas? Anybody lived in the northern parts? So where I'm from originally, it gets into the negatives a lot during the wintertime. In fact, I've seen negative 20 degree weather with wind chills up to negative 65. So that means our thermometers up there go down below 0. In fact, later when y'all are working on your assignments, I actually have a thermometer over here that you can see that does go into the negatives. That way y'all can see what that looks like. So when y'all get done. So these are numbers that are negative, and we sometimes call these negative whole numbers. If it'll help, these are numbers you can count backwards with, forwards and backwards. All right, what's rational numbers? Decimals. Can it be any decimal? Because pi is a decimal, is it rational? How about this? Could I put pi on a number line? So, good thought. Yes, no, I don't know. So, these are any number you could put on a number line. Now, pi on number line. There we go. Pi is a number that I cannot put as a fraction, which means I can't put it on a number line. The decimal never ends, and it never repeats. Rational numbers, the decimal either ends or repeats. Translation, I can turn it into a fraction, and I can put fractions on number lines. You're like, seriously? Yeah, you can. You can put any fraction on a number line. All right, so now that we have this, let's start classifying these numbers. You ready? Y'all are going to talk to me. That way I don't have to do this. What about this one? 3 1/10. Is that a rational, an integer, a whole number, or natural?
Integer.
Okay. Can I count to that? If you ask yourself, can I count with that number? And the answer is no, it is automatically a rational number. If you can't count with it, it's automatically rational. All right. What about my next one? Negative 16. What do you think? Can I count with that number? Could I count backwards to that number? Oh, if I can count backwards, what is that? Integer. Okay, what about negative 24 over 4? Ooh, I'm hearing rational, I'm hearing integers. It's a fraction. But hold on, how many 4s does it take me to get to 24?
6.
Uh-oh, guess what this one is equal to? That equals negative 6. That fraction bar, remember, means divide. So top divided by bottom. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. I can count up to that using my denominator, which means I can count to that, but it's still negative. So what is it? Integer. What about my next one? Can I count to that? Could I use it if I'm counting backwards? Does it look like a whole? So where does it go? Whole numbers. All right. So what about my next one? Can I count to that?
No.
So where does it go? Rational. What about this one? I have 2 over 9. What are y'all thinking here? So is my top bigger than my bottom? No. That means it's automatically going to stay small, which means if I put that, I could put that as a decimal. Can I count with decimals? No. Y'all are right. It is rational. Don't think just because I didn't tell you immediately right that you were wrong. I'm just trying to figure out what you think. What about my next one? I guess I could do this. Rational? How come? Good. It's got negative. It's got decimals. I don't count with decimals. All right. What about this next one? My top's bigger than the bottom, but can I count from 4s up to a 5 using 4s? I can't, right? Which means, is that going to be a whole number or any kind of a counting number? No. So what is it? Rational. All right. What about this one? The 6. Can I count to it? Should I have it in whole numbers if I can count with it? It's natural. Remember, it's natural to count. This is going to be the one that's new for y'all. So instead of everything that has no decimal being a whole number, now it's, hey, if it doesn't have a decimal, can I count to it? If I can, it's a natural. That's the only difference from last year. Everything else is the same. All right, what about 27 over 9? Can I use 9s to count up to 27?
Yes.
Can I count with that number then? What is 20? How many 9s does it take to get to 27? 3. Can I count using 3? So what is it? It is technically irrational, but where would I see it first? Natural. So, how many of y'all get confused when you see this? Anybody get confused when they see this nice little diagram? Because if you do, I got a great way to explain it.
Yes.
Alrighty, I wondered. Okay, where are we right now? We're at school. Where in the school? We're in my room, right? All right, so my room is located where? In a hall, okay. So if you want, go ahead and write this in. Okay, and as Miss McKenzie said, we're in a hallway. Where's the hallway located? In the school. And where's the school located? In Longview. So you ready for this? If I was to ask where you were, and I was a 3, would I say you're in Longview? If I want to know exactly where you are? No. Now, can Longview fit in my room? Can my room fit in Longview?
Yes.
Can, right? Which means my room is located in Longview. If I was to ask where you are, we could say you're in Longview. But if I want to more specific, that's when I say I'm in my room. Does that help? I'll figure out a way and I'll get you taken care of, okay? All right, so what about my next one? Where's the first place I see it? First place I see this one. Rational, how come? Can I count to it? No. All right, what about my very last one? Integer. Very nice. Do y'all see a pattern? I'm seeing maybe a head nod.
Only the integers only.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. That rational number up there has a negative. So what else do you see? It takes courage to admit when you don't know all these. Do you see any decimals or any fractions really in any of our integers, our wholes, or our naturals? So if you start seeing that, if you can simplify it down and it still has either a fraction or a decimal, should it belong in an integer? All right. We're going to do this again. You ready? But we're not going to write them up here. What about -9? What is it? We're just going to write an I. What about 12/3? Natural. How come? What's 12 divided by 3? 4. What about -3.61? What about -2/5? Rational. I can't use 5s to count to 2. What about the next one? Can I use 7s to count to 49? How many is it? So what is that? It's an integer because of the negative. What about my next one? Natural. Next one? Rational. Next one? It's just 6, so what is it? What about the next one? It's 0, 1, 7. If it's 0 and 7, it's what? What y'all tell me? Natural. And that actually might be 6,017. So we'll just go with that. What about the last one? -44.7. Rational. All right. Any questions on that? Okay, now remember my lovely little Longview statement and school and all that? Our natural numbers are all of them rational numbers. Does my room belong in Longview? Is my room in Longview? So that means that one's true. Our integers, whole numbers. Does this whole school fit in my room? Does the whole school fit in my room? No. So that one's false. And you can even put doesn't fit. All right, what about this? Are all rational numbers fractions? All rational numbers are fractions? I'm hearing some questioning. I'm going to go ahead and give this to you. It is false. And I'm going to put 12 over 3 because technically that's a fraction. It's not a simplified fraction. All right, last one. And then I promise y'all you can get working on your other stuff. Sorry about the hold up today. What you got? Because it's got a decimal. Next one?
Natural.
Natural. Can I count from 7s up to 14?
Integer.
All right. What about my next one?
Rational.
Rational. It's got a decimal and it's not 0. What my next one?
Integer.
How many 3s are in 33?
11.
11. So equals
Natural.
natural. All right. Is there any questions? All right. Your assignment's actually in Google Classroom. Here's what I need from you. If you are not 100% sure, let me know. If you do one and you do really well on it, you do not have to use the Google form. Just let me know. That way I can input your grade into the Google or into the Lovely Little assignment. If you have questions, ask me. Like, wave at me. I would love to help you. All right, so y'all are going to the first one, not the GF one, the other one.